said, well, how do I do that? I said, well, you go to a GNC store. You have 100 blood types with humans. You find what your amino acid. There's 8 amino acids in every human being. You find out your amino acid, which is your endorphin for your blood type for your brain. It's sold in a pill form. You take 400% dosage every day, and it'll increase your IQ 1% a day. 1% a day. Everybody that follows this and actually finds out how to get smart like this, they go from, like this kid was riding a bike, he got hit by a car, and he's mentally retarded. His father was a neurosurgeon. Came to my seminar in Denver. So he comes to me privately and he said, my son's retarded. And I met the boy and interviewed him. He was 32 years old. And he had an IQ of maybe 60, 70. That's just barely able to use a toilet, like a 2-year-old. And so he went ahead and tested the boy with his blood, got him the endorphins, and gave him endorphin injections at 400 times the dose that would normally be produced for the brain. He increased the boy's IQ 1% a day, just like I said. 14 weeks later, the same boy came back to my seminar, got up in front of my audience of the same people. There were 45 of them in the audience that day. And he had 165 IQ. He was blowing through college like it was a candy store. Was self-employed, got himself a job, apartment, and he got his whole life back. And he got in front of the audience and he told everybody what happened and how he went from a nothing, not even knowing how to dress himself or use the toilet, to be what he was. And he continued to increase his IQ. And other people that have come to my seminars also have discovered this. And when he went to their doctors, the doctor said, I won't do that. We're not allowed to allow you to know what your blood type. You can know your blood type, but not know what your endorphin is for that blood type to get smart. Because they don't want too many smart people, because you get too smart, and you're going to be in competition with the guy that's doing whatever he's doing. What's the first rule of business? Never hire your replacement. So
you go to GNC and you get a test for your blood type?
No, GNC is just a vitamin store.
Oh, okay. So
you're going to have to, everyone in this room should know what your blood type is already.
Yeah. I'm O negative.
So am I. I'm an O negative RNase factor, and my blood type is found in only in 1 in 40,000 people, so I'm an alien. My blood doesn't have adrenaline. I don't have adrenal glands.
Right.
And I'm an anomaly in myself because my December 15th, I was at the VA hospital for 22 minutes with no heartbeat. Hooked up on EKG, seeing the 2 heart doctors, and they're going like, "You're dead, sir. There's no heartbeat. Put a fluoroscope up. There's no movement. There's no heartbeat. Why are you alive with blood pressure of 150 over 110? But the frequency of your blood was 161 pulses per minute with no heartbeat. I says, my brain has evolved with the endorphins in my blood, all the balance of my blood, pump my blood and keep moving like a caterpillar. I have a caterpillar circulatory system, so technically I have 2 hearts. My heart only beats 24 beats per minute because my veins are taking over 90% of the load. That's probably why I'm the way I am. But it gives me all kinds of privileges over a normal person for endurance. And
wait a minute, David, back up a second. You don't have adrenal glands.
Right.
But adrenal glands create endorphins, right?
But that's another thing. Both of my adrenal glands were surgically removed by a doctor when he took my right kidney and half my left kidney out. They cut the tops off, which are where your adrenaline are.
Right. So
when they put me back together without adrenal glands, and my endorphins were 60 times higher than normal, my body's production of endorphins was a complete puzzle. They couldn't justify it. They've seen no one in the history of a medical phenomenon.
So there's lots of endorphins, but nothing created.
No, they don't know where they're being created in my system. My system does create them just the same.
Everybody else's adrenal glands create the endorphins, right?
But not like mine do. Mine are 60 times higher than normal.
You're right, you're an anomaly.
So the neurons are not 6 or 8 neurons or 20 neurons to the cell. So I'm like in John Travolta Phenomena, where he's got a brain tumor that's connecting all the cells together and allowing him to see and think about things faster than normal.